Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on last year's national champion, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looking for a gap, it's Coffee. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Stanford quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the bullies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grab near the marker. It's Mooney. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads quickly. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Samuel. Catch in the middle. It's Mooney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll hold there and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Stanford wants to push the pace. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Coffey. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Here's a Heat. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. They'll go with a direct snap. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd.
Going for it all. Irish. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they swarm him under. Stanford quickly to the line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Makes the grab down the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. He wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Going to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To throw, it's Samuel. Got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an
touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Coffee. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Coffee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Number 12, on to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st down. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game. And
Ain't nothing recorded over here.
He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
What is that?
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
I don't know why it keeps saying that.
All right,
Stupid.
Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half.
Yeah, the only time I had a problem with that is when I started playing Tekken.
And he's not going to take the touchback.
Playing college football, had no issues. Started playing a little bit of Tekken on here. Next thing you know, it says, oh, it's recorded.
Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build
Ain't
on this
nothing
lead.
recorded about what I'm doing right now. It's not recorded, it's just my content. Yeah, the only time I had a problem with that.
Starting this third quarter on the ground.
Weird.
Maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Back to throw. It's Samuel. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can.
That was a pretty low jump ball right there. Let's go.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. With the catch, it's Coffee. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hooks. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to look downfield again. Here comes the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Gotta work that, man. Looking pretty good. Screen looking pretty good now. Got all the kinks worked out of it. I think we're good to go. We'll see.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd
Got that
now ready to get behind them.
CPU usage there. So it looks like we're good to go.
And he'll just
Yeah, buddy.
take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Got the back over the middle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end now in motion. Might be calling a hot route. The give as they work on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give to the back. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Samuel. Makes the catch. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chain. First down at the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll pitch it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week, the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. And tackled there by the defense.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Lining up from the 34 on first down. That's caught. It's hooked. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll run the option. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Gore. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll He'll try to get it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Got his man on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. UCF found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Knights football today. Those folks in Orlando won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Gore. He's got him. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised. And then
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a break for a little bit. Been on here for about an hour or so, but yep. I appreciate y'all stopping in, checking out the stream, and yeah, we'll be back on later this afternoon into this evening or something like that. We'll see what's going on. Appreciate you, and hit that follow and hit that sub button. Thanks. Peace.